Hello, Facebook. I'm nervous because I haven't done this in so long, but I thought of my friend Chris Einertson that I used to work with in the public school system, and she used to like my post hot yoga videos. Oh my goodness. I haven't done yoga in more than a year because of the pandemic and all that, and my hand's shaking. But I just, and my most favorite yoga studio was Hot Yoga Kennesaw, and they're having to close. But there's a new studio, same people, who I absolutely love and adore. Earl Hightower has partnered with some other people that I'm getting to know, and they have this new studio up here on West Avenue, and it is brand new and has 2 yoga rooms. One's hot and one's not. And oh my God, this morning I took a class that was called Warm Gentle Yoga, and I wanted to share the 3 things that came up for me. See if I can remember. Intention and ease and receive. Those are the 3 words that came up for me, because one thing that I love about yoga is it really is about tuning into your body and being in the now, in this space right now, without, I get easily distracted by external things. So the yoga is really good for me to just calm and be in here. And I come from a family history that was very much about productivity as self-worth. And my husband, in one of our couple sessions, he said that I am always moving and doing, constant movement. And I had never heard it in those words from him before. And I thought, oh shit, it was a mirror, it was a tough mirror. And I thought, oh, wow. When I think about setting your intention and yoga being inside, one of the things that I make space for is being open to take a look at, to see both the beautiful within me and the not beautiful. And what I noticed about being in this class, sorry for my hand shaking so much. That's what happens post yoga. Let's see if I can ground my elbow. There we go. The not beautiful about myself that came up for me today that I want to share is I never thought of myself so much as competitive, but I am not like sports competitive, but in a different way. And I noticed that the part of me on the mat, it's a new class, a new place, and new people, that I found myself wanting to be the best, to pressure myself to be the best and better than. And I was like, ooh, that's not beautiful. And it, I was kind of like, oh, what's going on there? And then I dug a little deeper, and I realized that there's a part of me that really wants to be liked. And I thought that was interesting, that somehow from my family dysfunction from when I was a little girl, I connect those two. Like, if you're the best, if you're better than, then you get to be liked. That's not true. But somehow I've connected those in my mind. And so I just, allowed that and kind of sat with that and went, ooh, wow, now there's an interesting discovery of the not beautiful. And then the next thing that came up for me was how incredibly exquisite it felt to take this class, to really be in my body, even though I've gained weight and I'm not as flexible and, all that post-pandemic or pandemic stuff. And, just being in my body, it felt really good. It felt like a gift that I was giving myself something. And the word ease came up because it wasn't ease as in being easy to do, because it wasn't. It was ease as in easing into the stretch, or easing into the pose, and easing into the practice of being in my body, easing into the time and space for me, and not rushing or pushing or having to do it perfectly and be the best and all of that. Just embracing myself and being with myself with ease. And that really stood out. And the last thing that stood out was she said the word receive when she was talking about something. And that really stood out to me, because I think that typically women in our culture, we are programmed to be outward focused on other and always taking care of other and always the helpers and the caregivers, etc. And there is this sort of unspoken thing, maybe sometimes spoken, that, if we do for ourselves, that it's selfish. And so we develop this pattern, a behavioral pattern, where we as women are much more comfortable giving than receiving. And because, there's some programming that says it's selfish. And so it's difficult for self-care. It's difficult to do things for ourselves. It's difficult to receive. And as I'm in these poses, and they're gentle poses, and the transitions are with ease, the movement is with ease, I thought that, in order to do this, I have to be willing to receive all of this for myself. And that felt really good. That one stood out to me. So it was a really feel-good place. And so I wanted to share that, with the women out there, well, anyone really who maybe can identify with some of that. Oh, so a great way to start my week on a Monday, and feeling good in my body, which is rare. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks, Linda, for tuning in. I don't know how to do this comfortably, so there might be more of you tuning in. But anyway, thanks, and until next time.